everybody, welcome to Purple Shamrock Farm. I wanted to come on today and share a little bit about how you can help support small farms as we enter this next stage. Back in 2020, we could not keep enough eggs on the farm. A chicken farmer was the nation's most sought after creature, or at least that's what it seemed like. I would beg the chickens for eggs last year. It seemed like as soon as a dozen was laid, I would be selling those. I had a waiting list that was so long. Now, it seems that people have forgotten how to support small farms and how to support small businesses. So I wanted to come on just to help encourage people to continue to do that and why it's so important. Now, of course, I have a small farm, and of course, I want support. Who wouldn't? However, I also want to encourage you to reach out to those other small businesses that when the pandemic was in full swing, everybody was very supportive of those businesses. It seems now that things have dropped off a bit, and I want to make sure that everybody keeps that in the forefront of their mind. Now, I understand that commercial farming needs to exist, and the reason I know this is because I know that the population is growing. We have massive amounts of people to feed, and we need to keep our costs as low as possible. That's understandable. What I'm asking is, if you are able to continue to support your small farms and your small businesses, those people need you now more than ever.
You know, it's not easy being a chicken farmer today. Prices are high, stress is high. It's just a really, really tough position. Long hours, and if you're working a full-time job, you don't know what free time is. Every one of us that entered homesteading, I think, wanted a different way of life. We wanted to know where our food came from, and we wanted to know how our animals were being treated. We decided that we wanted to know how our food was raised. Sure, we could go to the store and we could pay 78 cents per dozen for some eggs, but we knew that there was a better way. So we decided to homestead. These chickens always follow me. We wanted to make sure that we were raising animals in the most humane way possible. Again, it's not to say that the commercial farms are not raising their animals humanely. A lot of attention has been brought on to commercial farms lately, and they have stepped up their game.
We've always said, if farming was easy, everybody would do it.
It's not easy being a farmer in today's world. So many regulations, so many licenses, just on and on and on. It can really wear you out. I always laugh when someone asks how much I charge for a dozen eggs. At the farmer's market, right now, I charge $4 for a dozen eggs, and I charge $3 outside of the farmer's market. Truthfully, $3 per dozen or even at $4 a dozen does not cover the cost of feed. I'm basically wanting to share this experience with others, so I do take a cut. But I always laugh when someone says, one day you'll get rich on eggs. There's only one company in the town where I live that I know that eggs have been able to make them very rich, and that's only because they have well over 1 million chickens. Absolutely, you can pay 78 cents for a dozen eggs. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm just asking you to consider supporting the small farmers. It's really hard to compete when you're going to the big box stores and they're selling rotisserie chicken for $5 a bird. How can you beat that? I didn't know that I could raise my own chickens. I spent $5 for rotisserie chicken. I mean, it was cheap. It was good, and it served its purpose, and that's fine. But what I'm asking is please consider small farm chicken
just to see how the quality compares and the taste and that type of thing. I'll bet you that if you go to the big box store and you ask those people what were those chickens fed, they're not going to be able to answer you. They don't know. It's come from another factory farm. I'm asking people who want to support the homestead life. Please consider the cost and the value of what you would get from a small farm raised chicken. I mean, I get it. Prices have gone up, gasoline is high, milk is high, everything is expensive. Lumber is crazy high right now. But I'm just asking, consider supporting your small farms. Don't break up with your small farmer just because things have changed. We need you now more than ever. Get involved in your community. Find your local farmers market. Know the time for your farmers market. Make plans to visit that farmers market. Talk to those farmers. We're more than happy to share with you where our stuff comes from. We've put a lot of time and energy into this, and there's a lot of pride too that we have. We're not about to just give it up. So what I'm saying is, don't break up with your small farm. Keep it going, and I guarantee you, you will reap the benefits. And if you can't afford farm fresh items and you're on SNAP or TANF or whatever you want to call it, some people call it food stamps, but if you're on that, check it out. There's so many different programs that can ensure that you can get fresh food and not have to pay the full price for it. It's a win-win. Us farmers, we get reimbursed, and you get fresh food. Check it out. And please don't think this video is to scold anybody for just trying to make it. I know we're all trying to make it. It's not easy, and it's not inexpensive. All I'm asking is, if you're not supporting homesteaders, please look into it and check it out. I think you might be surprised. If you already support homesteaders, put some comments below and let us know how you support or where you support. We'd love to know. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us through YouTube. Hit that little subscribe button below. Until next time,